Done. So Praveen is done. Harshita, you are the one, right? Harshita or Venkat? Commitment. I think this is the focus, right? Harshita or Venkat, who can cover?
Yes.
Ah, how come I missed it? Who can cover the focus? Yes, something that mess it was happened. Okay, that's fine. Was
Focus, can I try?
yeah,
Yeah, focus is also one of the values of Scrum, and focus will be whatever developers will be getting the task from the product Scrum Master. So they'll be having complete focus on their task to give the best resolution to the project in within the Scrum meeting within 2 weeks of the time period.
right. So focus is nothing but once the sprint is kick-started, everybody starting from the Scrum Master, Product Owner, and developers, everybody we are going to focus in achieving the achieving the sprint goal. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool. All
Thank you,
right.
bro.
Yeah. Ramon, take 3 minutes of the time. Cover
Okay.
this box. Okay. If you want, I can open this box. If you're able to explain them by looking at them, that helps everyone. If you're okay.
Yeah, sure, Indra.
So this is very important. I'll pick them. Yeah, I think you are good. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Indra. So, Scrum team will be it should be combination of people like product owner, Scrum master, and developers. Developers means including QA people. So, as a Scrum team, we'll start the project with the sprint planning. So, sprint planning generally will be having 4 sprints, but based on the project, we may have between 2 to 3 weeks as well. So, coming to
Don't give
uh,
two answers. Give only one.
okay, in internal, after discussing the internal team, we will be having 2 weeks of the sprint. So each sprint will be having backlogs like in sprint planning, we'll be dividing every sprint with the 2 weeks of the time. In that 2 weeks of time, we'll be assigning the tasks to the developers. Which are the things need to complete within the 2 weeks. So for that, to inspect, to observe what is happening in the 2 weeks time, we'll be having daily scrum. In the daily scrum, we'll be checking with the people what went wrong, how the things are going on or not. Uh, in case if they are facing any issues, and we can try to resolve it, etc. We can do that. And in case if we are not completing the task within the sprint period, then we can take that one as a backlog in coming sprint. So next, sprint review will be happened based on the sprint plan time. Like in case if you have 2 weeks of time, end of the day of 2 weeks, we'll be having sprint review along with the stakeholders. So here at the time of sprint review, we need to take the feedback from the stakeholders, whichever they feel either is going correctly or not. So for feedback, in case if you get any feedback, that will be create as user stories in coming sprint. So after completion of the sprint review, Scrum team will be having a sprint retrospective meeting. So it will be around 1 hour duration will be there. So in that, they'll be discussing about transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Transparency means nothing but whatever they have, they got the feedback, and they'll be giving the information to all the people without hiding anything within the team. And inspection means last 2 weeks, what went wrong, what went well, and what are the action items should be there in next plan, etc. So coming adoption. Based on the action plan, whatever we need to complete the future implementations will comes under inspection.
All right. Yeah, future inspections. No, not the future inspection. When we are talking about, what is it? Um, when we are talking about the discussion of the inspection, based upon the inspection, we are good to go ahead and adapt them. All right. Okay, that's how it works. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, that's how it works. Yeah. See, please understand, transparency is nothing but simple. Each and every event, how are you going to maintain the transparency at the execution? This is the one area. And the inspection is nothing but, okay, inspection is nothing but we are every day, okay. So we are going to do the inspection around. Okay, we are going to do the inspection around. Adaptation is nothing but based upon the inspection, we are going to make the action plans. They are the adaptation. Okay, that is how it works. Clear till now?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes, Sanam.
So this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works. So now what are you now what we have now what happened is here if you see the pattern of the questions will come. Okay, the pattern of the questions will come. What does it mean? How the question pattern will come is first we'll kickstart with the what are the pillars. Pillars you should be aware. Pillars are nothing but the what are the pillars? Pillars are nothing but the TIA. What is the TIA?
Transparency, inspection, and
inspection and
adaptation.
adoption.
Yeah, transparency, inspection, and adaptation. The words itself it says that transparency is nothing but among the team peoples who are delivering the work and who are receiving the work, both the areas. Got you? And inspection is nothing but each and every event we are based upon the timelines. We are good to go ahead and inspect whatever the duration of the sprint that are we following. Inspection. Adaptation is nothing but based upon the inspection, we are good to go ahead and do the we are good to go ahead and do the planning for that particular day. Simple. Got you? This is very simple. Okay. All right. So as soon as we understand this, okay, as soon as we understand this concept, what happens? Okay, it is very important and very critical to it. This is very easy for you to understand. Clear on this? Yeah, clear till now?
Yes, Sanam.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now the next one is okay. Now the next one we are talking about is so we are moving on to the most critical one. So what is the critical one? Let us try to understand why I am talking about the critical one. As I said, every day we are going to learn something. Correct.
Hmm.
Every day we are going to learn something. So here what happens? Okay. Uh, test. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So today we are going to learn the key important one is what till now we discussed something. Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities of the Scrum team that we are going to discuss? If you can see here, you might be seeing that till now what did we learn? Yeah, what did we learn? We learned what are the roles and responsibilities of the Scrum team are Scrum Master is the facilitator, correct? Scrum Master is the facilitator, and product owner is the he is the one point of contact over the business. Now, developers are responsible for the increment. These are the three things. Okay, correct. These are the three things that we have discussed. Now, what happened is we are going deep dive now. Okay, we are going deep down now. What happens in each and every level. Got you? I want your complete attention because we are going to learn some important points. Till now, till now, what did we understood about the product backlog? What is your understanding on the product backlog? Anybody? What is
Product
your
backlog, whatever we are not completed within Scrum team, those things will be put
List
as a
of
product backlog.
epic.
not the list of the epic, list of the user stories.
List of user stories.
Okay, list of the user stories created by the list of the user stories created by the whom?
Product
Okay,
owner.
list of the user
Product owner.
stories created by the product owner. That is what we understood till now. Okay, that is what we understood till now. So here the concept is very simple. Who are the one point of contact for the product backlog?
Product owner.
Product owner. Who are accountable for the prioritizations?
Product owner.
Product owner.
Product owner. Okay. Now the owner, the owner is the product owner. Okay, the owner is the product owner. All right. Now I am moving on to the till now we discussed the product owner is going to create the user stories in the backlog. In real time scenario, is the only the product owner is going to create the user stories in the backlog? No. Let us deep dive. Okay, let us deep dive. I am moving on to the what are the roles and responsibilities of the developers. If you can see here the if you can see here the Scrum guide. Okay, if you can see here the Scrum guide, day 3. Hope you are watching the this notes and the Q&A, right? So we covered each and every corner. Okay, we covered each and every corner. Okay, just whenever you get some time, just focus on this Q&A as well. Okay, you see here, we are going to talk about the developers now. So now you tell me who are responsible for the working software?
Developers.
Developers.
Developers only. Okay, so now please understand. If I want to tell one liner, the developers are responsible for the working software each and every end of the sprint. Whatever the user stories that they have committed for the sprint, it is the responsibility of the developers to complete deliver by end of the sprint. Okay, deliver by end of the sprint. Now the next one we are talking about is okay. Now the next one we are talking about is okay. Now the next one we are talking about is the concept is very simple. Okay. Now the next one we are talking about is the concept is very simple. So let us try to understand. If you remember the day one class, at the beginning of the stage, what is the scenario? Okay. At the beginning of the stage, what is the scenario? Here we are converting the ideas into the requirements. We discussed on the day one class. Here we said the requirement types are there are two different types of the requirements we are having. One is the functional, the second one is the non-functional. Functional requirements are nothing but the business requirements. Non-functional requirements are nothing but the technical user stories, or we can call it as the enabler user stories. So what are the things comes under the functional requirements? These are all the things comes under the functional requirements. As soon as you open any of the application, whatever you can see at the in front of your face. Okay. Whatever you see in front of your okay. Whatever you can see in front of your face. Sorry, in front of the application. They are the functional requirements. So here if you see these are all the issues, let's say for food delivery app application, these are all the things comes under the food delivery functional requirements. These are all the things comes under the non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements are nothing but when I'm trying to load the application in the, download the application in the app store. The application is available. If I try to open that application, it will get loaded in the 2 or 3 seconds maximum. Got you? So if there are 1 lakh people are logged in at the same time, the application performance should not come down. Got you? Clear on this? So so what happened is please understand within the Scrum team, Scrum Master, Product Owner, and developers who are having the more technical knowledge,
Developer.
Developer.
Developers, very good. So the developers are having the technical knowledge. Then who are the right person? Who are the right people to write the technical user stories?
Technically,
Developers.
Developers only. So please understand the concept is very simple. The business requirements, the functional requirements, nobody is having the right to. Okay, nobody is having the right to. Okay, nobody is having the right to go ahead and okay. Nobody is having the right to go ahead and What is the scenario? Okay, nobody is having the right to go ahead and what is the scenario? Write the business user stories. Only the product owner will write the business user stories. Non-functional requirements are nothing but the technical or enabler. All these three are same. If you attend the Capgemini interview, 200% they will ask you, hey, what is your understanding on the enabler user stories? Everybody is aware of the technical, but enabler very few people are aware. So either the non-functional requirements or the technical or the enabler user stories, anything are absolutely fine. So here the concept is very simple. Enabler user stories are nothing but the technical or the non-functional. Within the Scrum team, the developers are having the developers are the developers are having the full of knowledge on the technical aspects. It is advisable to create the technical user stories in Jira. So let's assume who can write the technical user stories. Only the senior or the lead developer. Let's say if I can see that there are 19 people are there within the class. Ram Manohar is, let's say, senior developer. Sunil, let's say, lead developer. Ajinkya is the mid-range of experienced person. Let's say Arga is the fresh graduate. Asima is the, let's say, mid-range of experience. Who can write the technical user story? Any developer who is having the capable enough to understand what is the technical requirement, they can write. Even the mid-range of developer can write. Fresh graduate, we don't entertain them. It is not advisable. A senior developer, lead developer, mid-range of developer, if they are able to understand the technical aspects, who are having the capable enough to write the good user story, they can write. Let's say in backlog, simple was Sunil has written 5 technical stories. Ajinkya has written 3 technical user stories. Arga has written 3 technical user stories. Asima has written 3 technical stories. All the technical user stories, whatever we create, we can see them on the backlog. Who are the owner for the backlog? Who are the owner for the backlog?
Product owner.
Product
Product
owner,
owner.
right? Product owner. See, whatever the technical user stories that we create in the backlog, it is mandatory that the developers will review with the product owner. Okay. It doesn't mean that I'm having the super expert in the technical. I'm the lead developer. I'm having 20 years of experience. Don't I nobody will care because the product owner is the one, okay, the product owner is the one where he is the accountable for the product backlog. In any story any stories, any technical user stories that they create, it is mandatory that all the technical user stories before they do the prioritization, it is mandatory to review with the product owner. The product owner is having the full of authority. The product owner is having the full of authority is to full of authority is to what is the scenario? Okay, full of authority to
Approve or
yes, approve or reject the user story because the product owner is the owner for this product. This is the one area. Now, please understand how would we know that this is the technical or business? So, please understand if I am writing the technical user story, let's assume I can give an example here. Technical user story, technical user story. Let's assume. So, please understand one more thing. Whatever the issue that we create in the board, it is mandatory that it should link with the epic. It is mandatory that it should link with the epic. Who create the technical user story? The who is the one? The any of the senior or the lead developer. Now what happened? How would we know that this is the technical and business? One is the reporter. Whoever creates the user story, let's say, okay, let's say here, Swati is the, let's say, if I can pick up the name here, Asima. Okay, let's say Asima is the senior or the lead developer. Asima has created the user story. By default, whoever are the reporter, we can see blindly we can see them. Now, whoever are the reporter is nothing but they created the user story. Here we are giving the label as a technical. It is mandatory. If Asima is the senior developer, she is creating a user story of a technical. It is mandatory all the technical user stories, the label should be technical only. Got you? When please understand this is the technical. Let us create one more for the business, just for your understanding. Who create the business user story?
Product owner.
Very good. Product owner. So business. So now it is mandatory to link with the Epic. So here, yeah, here let's say I'm just explaining, guys. Please understand. Here, let's assume here who is the product owner. Let's say if I can pick up Ajinkya is the product owner. Okay, Ajinkya is the product owner. Now, what is the label that they can give? It is mandatory to give the label as a business. If Ajinkya is the product owner, it is mandatory that Ajinkya should give the product owner should give the label as a business. It is mandatory. Now, now what happens when the either the technical or the business user story? Once the coding is done, we will move it to the QA. Let's assume this technical user story. Okay, this technical user story. Once the coding is done, they will move it to the QA. If the QA identified any of the defect, something is not working, the QA team is going to write the create the issue type equal to defect. Here I'll mention technical defect. Now, each and every technical defect again will keep the label as a technical. This is the technical user story. Who will write this? The QA team. When there is any of the team, any of the issue, technical user story, if they identified anything, they can give the label as a technical. If this is the business user story can be done by the two testings. One is the QA, the second one is the UAT. We will understand in some time. Anybody identify the QA or the UAT team. Okay, QA or the UAT team. If they identified any issue, then they should give the label as a business. Okay, they should give the label as a business. Any issue that is coming from the production, that is a bug. Okay, that is a bug. Whenever if there is a bug is coming, no need to give any of the label. By default, that is the functional requirement only. Any question for me?
This bug is also will be mapped to Epic, right?
Anything, any issue that you create in the backlog, whether it is a story, task, defect, subtask, or bug, anything that you create under the board, everything it is mandatory to link with the Epic. That you was? It is mandatory to link with the Epic. Whatever you create, everything it is mandatory to link with the Epic. Are you clear? Now,
Yes.
now please understand. This is the technical user story. If I am the developer, I have created the technical user story. Please focus here, very important. If you join any of the company, any of the domain in the India and the world, okay, any of the company in the India and world, this is the standard format every company they follow. If it is a technical user story, there are three subtasks which is mandatory. What are the three subtasks? Unit test, peer test, and code review. I will explain you first, no need to worry. Business user story, unit test, peer test, UAT, and product owner review. I'll explain you. Technical defect again same. Business defect again same. Bug again we go for the all the same because they come from the business, production business. We have the designers, right? They are going to work on some user stories also, right? Okay, they will work on some user stories stories also, right? So now what is the scenario? The UI team also, if you remember day one I said before the implementation development kickstarts, it is mandatory that the designs are approved by the business, correct? So the designs they are going to do the review, then all the designs they are going to do the approvals. All the designs they are going to do the approvals. It is mandatory from the stakeholders. So please understand any issue type, whether it is a technical or the business or the technical defect or the business defect, bug. or the UI UX subtasks by default. These are all the subtasks are mandatory. Okay. So now I will create for two. Let's say it is a technical where we can create the subtask. Guys, we are learning every day. We are learning new things. Can you see subtask here? If you see add subtask, I will mention unit test. See, unit test and peer test is common for everything. Okay, unit test. I will explain you what is the unit and peer test. Unit, peer, and code review. Code review. These are the three subtasks are mandatory for the technical user story. Let's say the business user story. You are going to do the practice was every day. Here, you will get the unit test. You will get the peer test. Okay, unit test, peer test. Then you will get the UAT test. I'll explain you. Then the product owner review. And you are aware of for the defect again, technical defect, these three only, business defect all four only, bug all four only, UI UX team, we are having the design review and the design approval. Let's say I'm having the UI UX team, UI developer. If I'm creating the issue type equal to story, okay, issue type equal to story, then I'll create here UI slash UX. So under the UI UX, the subtasks are the subtasks are design review and design approvals. So why it is very important? Once you join any of the company, it is mandatory to have the basic ideas. Got you? Now, now the next one is. So please understand. Let us deep dive now. Up to you are clear. Before I go deep dive, what is the unit test, peer test, and the all these activities? Yeah.
Could you please repeat that?
Sorry, ma'am.
Could you please repeat it?
Yeah. So this is the one. Any of the user stories that we create under the board, these are all the subtasks are mandatory. For the technical user story, unit, peer, and code review.
Hmm.
Business, unit, peer, unit test, peer test is common for anything.
Okay.
Then business user stories will be done by the adding the another one more testing, that is the UAT. Then product owner do the review. I'll explain you deep dive. I'll deep dive you.
Hmm.
Got you? Rest all the things
Okay.
are common only.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let us try to understand. This is the developer. Let's say who are the developer. Let's say Asima is the developer. She picked up this user story. Asima is the developer. She picked up the user story. Who can perform the unit test? Please understand any issue type, any issue type. Okay, any issue type. What is the scenario? Any issue type. The concept is very simple. Asima is the developer. Whoever assigned the user story, whoever assigned the user story, okay, whoever assigned the user story, it is the responsibility of the, okay, it is the, who are going to perform the unit test? The unit test will be performed by the same developer. Okay, unit test will be performed by the same developer only. Who are the same developer? Whoever assigned the user story. Please understand. Whoever assigned the user story, got you? Whoever assigned the user story, then what is the scenario? Okay, whoever assigned the user story, then we are good to go for the, they are accountable. Once the unit testing is done, same developer will be done. Then peer testing will be done by the QA. Okay, peer testing will be done by the QA. Who are the QA? Each and every company, each and every company, we are having the QA team. Each and every company, we are having the QA team. This QA team is, let's say here, who are the QA? Let's say Amit is the QA. Amit will pick up, Amit will do the testing and he will move it to the done status. Who will perform the code review? Code review will perform by the senior or the lead developer. Let's say Praveen is the senior or the lead developer. Praveen will assign this. They will complete this. They will move it to the done status main story. Who will move? The Praveen will move this story to the done status. So now please understand the concept is very simple. The unit test will be performed by the same developer. Whoever assign the user story, whoever assign the user story, the same developer, they are good to go ahead and same developer, they are good to go ahead and assign this. Okay, assign this. All right. Clear on this? Same developer, they are good to go ahead and assign this. All right.
In the unit test also will be performed by the testing team, QA team.
No, no, no. The developer, whoever are the developer.
Yeah. UAT,
So you mean to say that, sorry, please go ahead.
UAT will be done by the testing team.
Sorry, boss.
UAT.
No, 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 boss. Too early, boss. Just understand the flow. I'll explain you.
Okay.
I'm going to deep dive now. Who will perform what? Yeah. What is
Well,
the other question?
it is my understanding that whomsoever the developer picks the
User
issue
story.
or the
Hmm.
respective or PBI
Hmm.
would be performing the unit testing, right, sir?
Very yes. If I picked up the user story, I am accountable for the unit test.
Exactly. So
If
once
you
that is done, we will move the PBI to the next level, which will be QA or UAT, whatever it might be as per the process flow.
yeah, next step is 200 percentage. Then the next step is the peer test only. Any of the user story. The next step is the peer. Next step is the what is the one? Next step is the peer test
Peer
only.
review. Got it. Got it.
Now I'll explain you. Was no need to worry. I am the developer. Please focus here, guys. I am the developer. I picked up the user story. I did the coding. Yeah, I did the coding. Once the sorry, once the coding is done. Yeah, once the coding is done, I am good to go ahead and okay. Once the coding is done, I am good to go ahead and so once the coding is done, what I'm the developer I'm going to do. I am good to go ahead and assign this. I am good to go ahead and assign this. What is the scenario? I am good to go ahead and assign the okay. I am good to go ahead and assign the what is the scenario?
Unit test.
Right, right. So here the concept is very simple. Okay, here the concept is very simple. So what exactly that are we going to do is okay. So what exactly that are we going to do is the concept is very simple. Okay, the concept is very simple. If I am the developer, I did what I'm done with the coding. Okay, I'm done with the coding. Once the coding is done, I will assign the user story myself to the same developer to the unit test. What does it mean by the unit test is, let's say I did the coding for the, let's say as a customer, I am the developer. This is the requirement. I written the coding. When I'm placing the order for the above 500 and above, so what is the scenario? The order should be free delivery. There are no delivery charges. That is what the coding that I have written for that application. I am the coder. I will write some unit test cases. Whatever the code that I have written, whether that is working as expected or not. Whether the logic whatever I have implemented, whether that is working as expected or not. Before I move it to the QA, myself, I am the developer, I have written the code. I am going to double check from my side. I will write the test cases. What is the test cases? If the order value is 450. So what is the pop-up will come? Add 50 more to get the free delivery. If not, the free delivery charges is let's say 30 rupees. Got you? The other scenario he will write 499 one scenario he will write. They will the pop-up will come, add one more rupee to get the free delivery. If not, 30 rupees is the what is the one? 30 rupees is the delivery charges. I will write the another case scenario. I am the developer, 500 rupees. Yes, by default, the pop-up will come free delivery. You are eligible for free delivery. I'm writing one more test case, unit test. Oh, 550, 500 and above, it captures the free delivery. Not less than 1 rupee also, it capture delivery charge. So I'm the developer. When I build this requirement, I'm going to double check before I move it to the QA. Before I move it to the QA. Are you clear now? Who are going to perform this? The same developer will perform this. Okay. Now, peer test is nothing but the functional test who can perform this QA. Each and every company there is a QA. Now what happens? The QA job is the most threat in the India. 60% of the QA team are unsecure now in current dynamics because the companies are hiring. The companies are hiring full stack developer. Full stack developer. I am the full stack developer is nothing but I'm able to do the testing. I'm able to do the coding. I'm able to do the testing. In my past company, in 2023, 2,100 QA team they have laid off in one call because they hired all the full stack developers. Now they are more worried. Now they are more worried. The QA team is looking after the multiple ways to jump in as quickly as possible. That is what the reality. Got you? So now what is the scenario? The QA team is going to test it. What will happen for each and every user story? They will write the test cases. On what basis they will write the test cases? Each and every user story, there is a concept called as a acceptance criteria. That is too early. We will deep dive on the day 7. What is the acceptance criteria? Okay, what is the acceptance criteria? All right. Now the next one is based upon the acceptance criteria. Okay, based upon the acceptance criteria, what is the scenario? Okay, based upon the acceptance criteria, we are having the coder is going to write that coding. The QA is going to write the test cases. If it is a business user story, UAT team also will understand the acceptance criteria. They will write the UAT scripts. So please understand, peer test will be performed by the QA team. Okay, peer test will be performed by the QA team. Okay, now the next one we are talking about is peer test will be performed by the QA team. Now the next one, let's say if there is no QA, if there is no QA team, if there is no if there is no QA team, then what is the scenario? Let's say I am the developer, Ajinka is the developer, Arga is the developer, Asima is the developer. As soon as I am done with the story, there is no QA team. I will assign to the another developer from my team. Another developer for my team. They are another developer for my team. They will write the test cases. They will verify whether this functionality, whatever the functionality that the developer has written, whether this is working as expected or not. Okay, the QA team is going to verify in the QA environment. They are going to verify whether this is working as expected or not. They are going to write, let's say I am the developer. If I have written my code, if I test it, what will happen? I have written the code. For me, it is good only. But when other developer is checking, what will happen? There are possibilities that some defects will identify. Is it mandatory for every time? No. Got you? If I see at my level, okay. If I see what is the scenario? Okay. If I see what is the scenario? Okay. If I am the developer, okay. If I am the developer, what is the scenario? The concept is very simple. Okay. If I am the developer, what is the scenario? The concept is very simple. What exactly that are we going to do is, okay, what exactly that are we going to do is, I am the developer. Whatever the code I have written, if I'm driving my car from office to my home to office, so what is the scenario? Whatever the U-turns, whatever the things that I'm doing, for me that is correct only. But who is following me in the back? Sometimes I forgot to give the indication when I'm taking the U-turn. Are you getting? For me, I see that no vehicle is there. I am able to take the U-turn, but the person who is coming from the back, what will happen? They are going to observe the what are the mistakes that I did. Are you clear, guys? Yeah. Here also the same. Whatever the coding that I have written as a developer, for me it is good only. For me it is good only. Then what is the scenario? For me it is good only. Then what is the scenario? Okay, for me it is good only. Then what is the scenario? If somebody will test it, they may identify the issues. So that will be done by the peer test.
Yeah.
How this app is yeah, please.
Full stack tester also can do this, no? Pure test.
Yeah. Okay. They are going to do the different combinations. They will try to create the some different combinations. They will see whether this is working as expected or not. Okay. Whether this is working as expected or not. Clear on this? This is the second one. Now what happens? Each and every technical user story, we don't require any of the business validation. Why? Why we don't require any of the business validation? Why we don't require any of the business validation? Why? So what is the scenario? Here the concept is very simple. Technical user stories, we never ever do any of the review with the business. Got you? So now the next one I'm talking about is, now the next one is each and any of the technical user stories will be reviewed by the senior or the lead developer. Who can perform the code review? Whoever are the senior or the lead developer within the team, they are going to verify. Let's say Praveen is the senior or the lead developer. The Praveen will pick up this user story. Praveen will assign this user story. Okay, Praveen will assign this user story. Now what happens? Okay, Praveen will assign this user story. Then what is the scenario? Okay, Praveen will assign the user story. Then what is the scenario? Praveen is going to verify whatever the coding, whatever the testing that they are done, whether this functionality is working as expected or not. The senior or the lead developer they will assign, and if once they verify everything, then they will move it to the subtask to the done status. The main story, the whoever are reviewed this code review, they will move it to the done status. So each and every user story, it
Pure,
is man. Sorry, yeah,
pure test will not be verified by the testing team.
sorry.
Pure test.
That is what I said. Peer test will be verified by the QA team. If there is no QA team, if there are full stack developer, the full stack developers can work, can test it. Got you? When there is a full stack developers, there is no QA team for that particular team. Are you getting? That developer itself, they are having the capable enough to do the testing also. Yeah, clear now? Now I am moving on to the business user story. What are the things are there for the business user story? Unit test is remain same. Peer test is remain same. Then the UAT tester will come into the picture. Who are the UAT tester? Let me pick up this business user story. Very important, guys, because you are going to do the practice. No need to worry. You are going to do the practice. Any challenges, I'm there to help you. So let's assume who are the developer. Let's say here Aditya is the developer. Who are accountable for the unit test?
Aditya himself.
Aditya only. Okay, unit test will be assigned by the unit Aditya. Completed. Now peer test will be done by the QA. Let's say Amit is the QA. He picked up, moved it to the done status. Please focus. Who are the UAT testers? UAT is nothing but the user acceptance test. UAT is nothing but the user acceptance test. The word itself, it says that acceptance. The word itself, it says that acceptance test. Acceptance test. So here the concept is very simple. Okay. Okay. So here the concept is very simple. Okay. The concept is very simple. Okay. The concept is very simple. Here what happens is user acceptance test is nothing but UAT team are from the business team. They are reporting directly to the stakeholders, or they are reporting, or they are reporting to the, or they are reporting to the, what is the one? Or they are reporting to the stakeholders, or they are going to report to the product owner. In my current company, these people are reporting to the product owner. In the previous company, they are coming directly from the stakeholders. What this UAT team will do, the UAT team is going to verify in the what is the what which environment user acceptance area. There are three environments are there. One is the
Then
dev environment. Second one is the QA. The third one is the UAT environment. UAT environment is nothing but the business environment. The UAT team, the UAT team, they are going to verify whether this functionality is working as expected or not. This is the requirement from the stakeholder, whether this is working as expected or not. Whether this is working as expected or not. All right. Whether these peoples are working as expected or not. Clear on this? This is how it works. Okay, this is how it works. So here the concept is very simple.
The UAT will be done by the QA team, right?
No. QA team is separate. See, Scrum team is nothing but Scrum Master, Product Owner, Developers. Yeah, please understand. Scrum team is nothing but Scrum Master, Product Owner, and Developers. Developers in the sense coders plus QA.
Tester. Okay.
Yeah. UAT testers are from the outside of the team, outside of the Scrum team. They work for the multiple teams. They work for the multiple teams. That depends on the bandwidth. One team or the multiple teams. These UAT team are from the
business.
business.
Directly
Business.
reporting to business.
Either they report to the directly to the stakeholders, or they report to the product owner. Then they are not part of the Scrum team. Are you clear now? Now what will happen? Whatever the business user stories that the team has worked on, all the business user stories will be tested by the, it is mandatory to test by the UAT team. UAT team, it is mandatory to test whether this functionality is working as expected or not. If not, what will happen? If not, what will happen? The concept is very simple. If not, what will happen? The concept is very simple. We are good to go ahead and if not, what is the scenario? The concept is very simple. If not, they are going to create the defect. So UAT testing, it is mandatory for all the business user stories. It is mandatory. Now please understand, when we are following the 2 weeks of the sprint, how many working days we are having for the 2 weeks of the sprint?
10 working days.
10
10,
working
10
days.
working days. Let us talk reality. Is it practically possible to execute unit test, peer test, UAT, and the product owner review in 10 days? 98% of the times. Okay, that's okay. Let us understand the product owner review. Then I will explain the how reality will happen. Each and every business user story. Who has written the business user story? Who has written the
Product
business
owner.
user story?
Product owner.
Product owner.
Product owner.
Correct. Then who are having the authority? Who are having the authority to go ahead and accept this?
Stakeholders.
No.
Developer.
Who has written? Hold on, hold on, hold on,
UAT
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Please understand. Who has written the business user story?
Product owner.
Product owner. Who are having the authority to go ahead and accept or reject?
Product owner.
Product
QA
owner.
team.
Product
Product
owner.
product owner.
Because the product owner is responsible. Product owner has to satisfy. Yes, this story they have delivered as I have written the user story. So the UAT testing will be done by the UAT tester. Let's say Venkatesh is the UAT tester. Once he has done, he will move it to the done status. Once the UAT testing is done, the product owner review each and every business user story. It is mandatory to do the UAT testing. Let's say Asima is the product owner. She is going to assign the user story. She will verify how this is functioning, whether this is working as expected or not. The product owner, if he is satisfied, then he will move it to the done status, or else send it back to the developers. Then once he moved to the done status, this story will move it to the done status. Each and every business user story, it is mandatory that the product owner has to verify whether this is working as expected or not. Whether this is working as expected or not. It is mandatory. It is mandatory. Now, now the next one I'm talking about is, let us talk practically. If there are 100 projects are there, out of the 100 projects, 98% of the projects what they will do, unit test for the business story I'm talking about, peer test, and the product owner will review, and they will move it to the done status, because within the 2 weeks of the timeline, the UAT testing may possible, may not possible, because of the 10 working days we are having. Because we are having the 10 working days. Got you? 10 working days. So now what is the scenario? Please understand. Okay, now what is the scenario? Please understand. Here the concept is very simple. Okay, here the concept is very simple. This UAT testing, 98% of the projects will happen outside of the sprint. Outside of the sprint means what happens? Let's assume in the current sprint there are 5 stories, or let's say in the current sprint these two are the business user stories. Now what will happen? These two business user stories, it is mandatory to go through the UAT testing. For the next sprint, what will happen? The UAT team, they are going to create the UAT test. For the next sprint, they are going to create the UAT test. These UAT tests or tasks will be linked to the main user story. How they are going to link? If you can click this, there is an option called as a plus symbol, link work item. All the follow-up stories are the next upcoming stories. All the follow-up stories, you don't need to worry others, we will discuss later. I'm going to click on the relates to only. I'm going to select the what is the story number. What is the story number is? HSP 11. 98% of the times what happens? The UAT testing will happen outside of that sprint because of the timelines. Only the 2% of the projects, the UAT testing will be done within the sprint. When I worked as a Scrum Master, in that company, there are 1800 Scrum teams are there. There are 1000 plus Scrum Masters they are working. So out of the 1800 Scrum teams, out of the 1800 Scrum teams, what happens? Okay, out of the 1800 Scrum teams, what is the scenario? Only 6 teams, only the 6 Scrum teams. Okay, only the 6 Scrum teams will do the UAT within the sprint. Rest all the teams they will follow the outside of the sprint only. Got you? Who will perform the UAT testing? UAT test will be performed by the UAT testers. They are not from the Scrum team. They are either from the stakeholders or either they are reporting to the product owner. All right. Now, it is very important to understand them. Now, the next one we are talking about is, now you got some clarity. Who creates the in the product backlog? Yeah, Naresh.
So in a feature which is planned for this sprint, UAT is not completed in this sprint. So this feature is not completed, right?
Feature or the story you are talking about? We are
Story,
talking about the
story,
story. See what
story.
happened. Until unless the UAT, see, we are moving here with the product owner sign off. But the end-to-end business story will be done when the UAT testing is done. Got you? That is the reason why we are linking this. Got you? Yeah.
Not clear yet, Indra.
Any of the business user story, it is mandatory to go through the UAT test.
Correct.
Due to the time constraints, when we are following the 2 weeks of the sprint, it is practically not possible to do the UAT testing within the sprint. We are performing the UAT testing outside of the sprint. Whatever the UAT tasks that we are creating, these tasks are linking. We are linking with the main user story. Got you?
Okay.
As soon as we move this user story to the done status in the next sprint, then only we say that this user story end to end we are completed.
Indra,
One second. Yeah, Naresh, are you clear?
Yeah. Once UAT is completed, the user story will be moved to the done status, right?
The user story will in the current sprint will move to the done status with the product owner review.
Okay. But not.
But we are linking the UAT test. Once we are done with the UAT test, then only we say that this we are done end to end. Yeah.
Okay.
Indra, in this case, sign off will be done or what?
What is the sign off?
As you said, sign off will be given by the product
Product
owner.
owner. Yes, product owner. Once the UAT testing will be done, the product owner will double check from his side also. Yeah,
Okay, then only sign off will be issued, right?
correct. Yes. If he
So one
identified if he identified anything, he will assign back to the UAT testers.
one question, Indra, I don't know whether it is too early to ask.
Yeah,
So
please.
let's say we have user story which is planned for this release or for this sprint. So we have completed all the activities apart from UAT within the sprint.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been signed off by, review is done by product owner, but only UAT is pending.
Mm-hmm.
So it is part of the sprint, but it is not eligible to deploy in the production, right?
See, please, yeah, that is the upcoming questions. Yes, they are the upcoming one. You are talking about the release management. We will pick up them. No need to
Okay.
worry. Now what is the scenario? It is very important to understand for the technical user story. What are the subtasks? Business user story. What are the subtasks? Technical defect, business bug. I will paste you this one. Okay, this is very important, guys.
Um, Sir, one small question.
Please
Whatever that review period, is there any timeline that this PR has to be reviewed within this
see
specified
what
time?
happens. Any user story was 75 to 80% of the efforts will go to the coder. Got you? 20-25% we will give for the QA team. Are you clear now? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, till yesterday, what did you understood? The product owner is the one who creates the user stories. But now, what did we understood? The product backlog. It is not only what the business user stories. We understood who create the technical stories. We understood who create the technical defect. We understood who create the business defect, who creates the bug, and who are going to create the UI UX. So whatever the user stories will be created by the technical defect, business defect, or the bugs or the UI UX stories, everything will stay in the product backlog only. Backlog is nothing but the product backlog, but the final authority is having with the product owner only to accept or reject. Clear now? We are going to create 10 stories first, nothing will happen, but the final authority is having with the product owner only to accept or reject. Are you clear? Yeah, are you clear? Yeah, got you?
Yes, Indra.
All
Yes.
right, great. Now the next one we are talking about is okay. Now the next one we are talking about is so now the next that is what I said. Day by day we will go little deep dive. It is very critical. All right. Now I will upload this file as well along with this one as well. Got you? Now then what is the roles and responsibilities of the developers? Other responsibilities. Let us try to understand during the yeah yeah during the sprint planning meeting. The developers will understand each and every user story. and they will do the estimations. They will assign the user stories based upon their availability and the bandwidth. Now the next one is daily scrum is nothing but during the daily scrum, the developer should maintain the transparency. Okay, the developer should maintain the transparency. Okay, the developer should maintain the transparency. Yeah. Okay, the developer should maintain the transparency. What is the transparency? Yeah, what is the transparency? In terms of the work in progress. Sprint review, any feedback comes in from the stakeholders, the developers are going to play a critical role, especially in explaining to the stakeholders. Retrospective meeting, they are good to talk. What went well, didn't go well, and what are the challenges. Clear on this? Clear on this?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Okay. Now the next one is. Okay. Now the next one we are talking about is. All right.
Indra,
Okay.
my question.
Hmm.
Uh, so this is like as you explained related to that unit test, peer test, who will be doing whichever the test. That is for our understanding. We need to have a like knowledge, right? It is not like we in everyday work we dwell into this.
See what happened is you are the scrum master. If the work is in progress, you will identify the work in the subtasks only.
Mhm.
Got you?
Okay.
Who assigned, who are working on. Correct? That for that you should have the understanding. Got
Okay.
you? Let's say if you don't know who are going to perform the unit test, then
Hmm.
how you can become a scrum master, effective scrum
Hmm.
master.
Okay. The
If you can
basic
ask,
understanding should be.
correct. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Now the product owner. I'm moving on to the product owner. The product owner is accountable for creation of the user stories. All the business user stories will be done by the product owner, no other people's. Now, to accept or reject any of the issues from the backlog, the product owner is having the authority. No other people's. Then, what are the other roles can the product owner will do during the sprint planning? The product owner every time he's going to maintain the n plus 2 transparency. What is the n plus 2? What is the n plus 2?
Next sprint.
Next two sprint.
N is nothing but current sprint.
Current sprint.
Plus 2 is nothing but next upcoming two sprints. Correct? Plus 2 is nothing but next upcoming two sprints. Correct? Okay. Now the next one we are talking about is okay. So who are responsible for this n plus 2? N plus 2 is responsible by the okay. N plus 2 is responsible by the whom?
Product
The
owner.
product owner.
Indra, sorry to interrupt. It is too early to ask a question. This is UAT is done. SIT is also some kind of testing they are doing.
Yes. So as part of the same only that you no need to worry. We'll discuss them when we go to the release management, right? We will discuss. No need to worry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now the next one I'm talking about is okay. Now the next one I'm talking about is during the sprint planning, it is the responsibility of the product owner to maintain the transparency of n plus 2. Now the next one we are talking about is okay. Now the next one we are talking about is n plus 2. Now each and every business user story will be reviewed by the product owner, will be discussed with the product owner. Any business clarifications, it is mandatory that the product owner. Now sprint goal will be proposed by the product owner. During the daily scrum, okay, during the daily scrum, any of the feedback comes in. Okay, during the daily scrum, any of the feedback comes in. Any of the feedback comes in, then what is the scenario? Sorry, any of the business clarifications, it is mandatory that the product owner is responsible for that. Sprint review, the product owner is going to play a critical role. If there are any feedback will come in, the product owner will understand, he will write the follow-up stories. Retrospective meeting, the product owner will make them understand the developers if there are any observations that the product owner did. This is what we are talking about the product owner. Now let us move on. Till now we discussed the scrum master is a facilitator. If you remember, I believe everybody attended my demo, right? Correct? Everybody attended my demo. So what did I say? The scrum master is the facilitator. That word no, that is just a portion now. how you are going to act as a change agent at the team level, org level, stakeholder level. That is what the effective Scrum Master can work. Do you remember that? The same word I will use during the demo. Yeah. So here if you see, Scrum Master is the facilitator. Let us try to understand at the developer level how we are going to. Once the sprint is kick-started, any external dependency or any of the blocker will come. Any of the external dependency or any of the blocker will come. Then it is the responsibility of the product owner is to. Okay, it is the responsibility of the product owner is to. Sorry, Scrum Master is to go ahead and facilitate the meeting. How we are going to facilitate? They are the situational based questions. If there are any conflicts among the developers to developer, developer to QA, developer to product owner, developer to stakeholder, whatever it is, I'm the Scrum Master, I'm going to mediate. These are all the situational based questions. Any challenges in the day-to-day practices in terms of the progress, you are the Scrum Master, you are going to play a critical role. Scrum Master and the product owner is going to use the admins for the Jira. Any challenges that they are following in terms of creation of the technical stories or the creation of the subtasks or anything, you are the Scrum Master, you are going to help them. If any of the new team member joined the team or the fresher joined the team, you are going to help them understand to settle down everything. Any of the project is moving from the waterfall to agile, you are the Scrum Master, you are going to play a very critical role in taking the understanding. Any of the developer joins from the waterfall to agile, you are good to go ahead and provide the key decisions. These are all the situational based questions, guys. Any of the external pressure, let's say we are all working for the one Scrum team. Let's say our Ajinkya is the another Scrum team. He is the another Scrum team Scrum Master. He's keep on forcing on us for the external dependencies. Their team is having the dependencies on our team. He's keep on forcing us back to back, back to back, back to back, which is not required. Then you are the Scrum Master. You are good to go ahead and you are the Scrum Master. You are good to go ahead and define some timelines. If anybody they are doing the micromanagement, senior or the lead developers. If anybody they are doing the micromanagement, you are the Scrum Master. You are good to go ahead and promote the what are the agile ways of working. These are all the 80% of the scenarios will cover in the day-to-day practices, what we are going to cover, and rest all the things are the situational based questions we will cover. This is at the developer level.
In
Coming to the
one question in the daily Scrum meeting,
Hmm.
They will be using Jira, the tool to address.
Jira only, boss. Jira only.
Okay.
Okay, Jira only.
Is there
Yeah.
anything that consolidated report, or they have to go to the backlog?
Too early, boss.
Okay.
Too early. Too early. Yeah.
Indra, my question, since I'm from non-IT background, if something issues arises, we escalate to like our cluster head will be a general manager or HOD.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
wherever,
I understood.
what about in this situation? Like who will be the that cluster head or something? Like who can we can escalate the issues?
Yeah. So here what happens when we go to the daily Scrum, we will deep dive.
Hmm.
Okay. When we go to the daily Scrum, we will deep dive. No need to worry.
Okay.
Okay. When we go, let's say yesterday we are done with the day before yesterday we are done with the daily Scrum here, somewhere day 9. This is how the deep dive we go. This is how the deep dive will go. What are the challenges will come? As a Scrum Master, how you are going to handle with the scenarios we will discuss. Got you?
Okay.
Yeah. You are going to become the each and every corner of the Scrum Master if you understand, if you learn this course. 1% also you will not get anything out of the box. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, yesterday we are talking about one of my digital person who promote. He's capturing the data. How many people are from the um, how many people are from the non-IT? Okay, I may tell you in some time. Okay, this is with another demo. Okay, so okay, for now these are the developers. Let us talk about the product owner. So what happened is the product owner is taking care of the prioritization, all the backlog. Sometimes what will happen, the product owners may get struggle in terms of the prioritization. During that time, what we will do? Okay, during that time, what we will do? We are good to go ahead and there are two different techniques are there, Moscow and deep technique. This we will cover on the day 11, day 12. These two techniques as a scrum master you should aware. Any of the product owner is struggling in the prioritization, you are the scrum master, you are going to coach them. Every week we will connect with the product owner to talk about the what are the next upcoming stories. Stakeholder collaboration. So please understand who are the one point of contact for the stakeholders from the scrum team?
Product owner.
Product owner. We are not going to do any of the bypass anytime. Either the developers, either the scrum master, we will not bypass anytime the product owner in meeting with the stakeholder. It is mandatory that any of the stakeholder collaboration is required apart from the scrum events. You are good to take the opinion from the product owner first because he is representing the business. We are not going to deviate obey the policy, we obey the rules. If something is not happening with the product owner, then we are good to go ahead and reach out to the stakeholders. Till that time, we are not going to, you are not allowed to go ahead and reach out to the stakeholder directly. Either the developer or the scrum master. That is the basic thumb rule. Now, any conflicts happen between the process and deliverables. Okay, any conflicts happen between the process and deliverables. Then what is the scenario? Okay, any process, anything will happen between the process and deliverables. You are the scrum master. Okay, you are the scrum master. You are good to go. You are the you are the scrum master and the developers. Sorry, product owners. You are going to do the discussions around. You are going to do the discussions around how best we can execute. When we are following the 2 weeks of the sprint, sometimes you know what will happen. The product owner will create the complex user stories. When the product owner is creating the complex user stories, it is practically not possible to execute the it is not practically not possible to execute the in 2 weeks of the sprint. Then what will happen? You are the scrum master. There are some slicing techniques are there, vertical slicing that we will discuss on the day 12. That you should be aware as a scrum master how to slice down the requirements. Now, L1 leadership triage call. At the product level, at the top leaders level, this meeting it is advisable to set up monthly ones. Before you are facilitating this meeting, you are good to go ahead and take the inputs from the product owner. If when I have facilitated, I speak to the product owner, hey product owner, this is what the L1 leadership price call I'm facilitating monthly ones. With whom? With the product owner, dev lead, the QA lead, the business analyst, the architect, if it is a project manager or the program managers and the stakeholders, all the top leaders we are facilitating the meeting. Why? Engineering managers. Why? Because it is very important to understand as a team, as a product line leaders, everybody are in sync with the execution or not. Are we missing anything? This is going to help us. Got you? Now, org level. Let's assume when I work for the let's say Photon, that is my previous to previous company. That is the service-based company. The client what I worked for the boots.com is the boots.com is the client. So what happened is from the org level and at the stakeholder level, I am the face in front of the org level and the stakeholder because in terms of the process, in terms of the timelines, in terms of the all the data related everything is in the hand of Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is the face in front of the org level and the stakeholder because I am facilitating the meeting. Any challenges I am addressing in terms of the people, in terms of the process, in terms of the deliverables, timelines, data, metrics, everything I'm going to handle. That is the reason why you are the Scrum Master, you are the key pillar for the Agile team. Everybody look at you only. Okay, let's say when I'm working for the service-based company, every weekly once there is some leaders will the somebody who are taking care of the projects, they are going to connect every weekly once. They will try to understand Indra how is happening, how the stakeholders are happening, how the stakeholders are happy. Okay, now the next one is okay how the stakeholders are happy, whether the stakeholders are happy or not. Okay, are there any challenges that they are facing? Okay,
Indra,
are hmm.
Sorry to interrupt. This twice call will be conducted once in a month, right?
Once in a month, correct. Correct. Once in a month. Why we are facilitating this meeting? This meeting we are facilitating just to understand whether all are on the same sync or not. All are on the same sync or not.
The Scrum
Got you?
Master will be the facilitator, right?
Yes, you are the Scrum Master. You are going to form the what is the one common documentation. Okay. You are going to form the one common documentation. Okay. So what exactly that are you going to do is, okay, this common documentation is going to help us for everyone to track what are the discussions that are we going to do. Got you? Clear on this? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Now, so if you are working for the any of the project, you are the Scrum Master. You are going to place a critical role. Okay, you are the Scrum Master. You are going to place a critical role. Got you? You are going to place a critical role. All right. Clear on this? Now, now the next one we are talking about is, because you are the facilitator. Okay, you are the facilitator. You are maintaining the data. Okay, you are maintaining the data. You know in and out how the execution are happening, how the stories are moving to the next sprint, how frequently how frequently the issues are moving. Got you? How the issues are moving. Okay, how the issues are moving. Everything we are good to go ahead and do the discussions. Okay, everything we are good to go ahead and do the discussions. All right, clear on this? Clear on this?
Yes.
Now, stakeholder. So please understand who are the facilitator. Who are the facilitator?
Scrum Master.
Scrum Master is the facilitator. Now,
In again, one question.
hmm,
In strikes call or the daily Scrum, the report we will go to the report dashboard of Jira, or how I can track?
too early, boss.
Okay.
Too early. Okay. So what happened is, monthly once it is advisable to connect with the stakeholders, not alone, along with the product owner. Yeah, along with the product owner. Okay. Now, at the stakeholder level, we are going to maintain some data, some metrics. Okay. At the stakeholder level, we are going to maintain some data. What are the data that we are going to maintain? Okay, what is the data that we are going to maintain at the stakeholder level? There are some metrics are there. We will discuss when we go to the metrics. No need to worry. To maintain the transparency within the 2 weeks of the sprint, let's say the sprint is kickstarts by 22nd. This is going to end by 4th. What I will do? By here, by here I will share the by here I will share the weekly report. Weekly report is nothing but what happens from 22nd to 28. Sprint report I will send once I close the sprint. So it is very important to maintain the transparency. Okay, it is very important to maintain the transparency. Okay, so it is very important and very critical to maintain the transparency. So what exactly that are we going to do is, okay, what exactly that are we going to do is, I'm going to send the weekly report in the mid of the sprint. Once the sprint closed, I will send the sprint report. This is going to give you the complete visibility from the Scrum team. Release activities. What are the next upcoming releases that we are having? That we will discuss with the stakeholders. But this meeting, stakeholder connect monthly meeting will happen along with the product owner only, not alone. Now, who are the other roles? We are having the business analyst. Let's say if when I worked for the these many years, only one time I got the business analyst. Rest all the areas we don't have a business analyst. We have the somewhere the project managers. Okay. We are having the project managers. Got you? In my current organization, there is no project managers. Everything will be looked after by the product managers and the product owners only. That depends on the company to company. Let's say architect has built the entire application architecture. The developers requested, Indra, can you please set up sometime with the architecture? We want to see the application architecture. We need to little deep dive understanding on this application architecture. We are going to go ahead and facilitate the meeting. The other meetings, these are all the other meetings, project manager, product managers, okay, architects, BAs. These are all the peoples on request. We are good to go ahead and facilitate the meeting, not okay, not regularly. Are you clear on this? Okay, not regularly. All right, clear on this? If the developer says like, Indra, can you please set up sometime with the architect? My job is to go ahead and identify when the architect is available. I'm going to understand what is the agenda. I'll facilitate the meeting. Are you clear now? As a Scrum Master, what are the roles and responsibilities at the developer, at the product owner, at the org level, at the stakeholder, at the other roles? What you are going to do?
So something like a coordinator role we'll be playing.
It is not only the coordinator, ma'am. Beyond that, we are doing.
Okay.
Beyond that, we are doing. Yeah. Now, this we have already discussed. What are the time boxing? What is the duration of the sprint? Why not 1 week? Why the 2 weeks of the sprint? That we have discussed. These are the subtasks. Okay, these are the subtasks we learned. So what did we learn today? We learned today. Okay, we learned today who 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 are accountable for the product backlog, who are going to create the what stories, what are the subtasks, why it is very important, what are the deep dive roles and responsibilities, what are the deep dive roles and responsibilities of the okay, what are the deep dive roles and responsibilities of the Scrum Master, product owner, and developer. We understood. We learned today. Now, I missed one topic. Nobody remind me. This is the one I missed it. Did you see this on the day two? Yeah, this is the one I missed it. So what is the one is Scrum Guide. The first version is 2020. Sorry, 2010. The updated version is 2020. The latest one is 2020, 2025 June. The panel will ask you. Okay, the panel will ask you. Okay, so what is the scenario? The panel will ask you. So when did you read the Scrum Guide? We are going to tell them 2025 June. What are the differences are there? We can talk later because only they just added the AI. Okay, okay, okay. So what happens? That AI we are going to cover end to end. No need to worry. Okay. Tomorrow we are planning one session. The person who sits in the Bangalore, I'm in the discussion around. Okay, I'm just waiting the confirmation. He said like he need 3 hours. Whether we can accommodate in one day or we are going to split, or he's going to take any of the working days. That I'm just checking. If he's going to confirm, I'll ping you. Yeah. Now, if this is not going to happen, also either we can pick up on the weekdays or the next Saturdays. We can set up. So you see here, 2010 Scrum Guide says that the Scrum Master is the servant leader, but the updated version says that the Scrum Master is the true leader. Why they are talking about Scrum Master is the servant leader? During 2010, during that time they are talking about we are the facilitator. Now the facilitator is the one liner. Beyond the facilitator, we are acting as a change agent at the team level, org level, stakeholder level. 2010, sorry, Harshita, any question?
So you said that Scrum Guide recent one. It is of 2025 June, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes. So in 2010 Scrum Guide, there are 5 principles are there. Sometimes you know what will happen. The Scrum team will ask, the panel will ask, what are the Scrum principles? Instead of saying no, you tell them these are the 5 Scrum principles: self-organization, collaboration, value-based prioritization, time boxing, iterative development. So here what happens, the concept is very simple. Here what happens, the concept is very simple. These are all the repeated ones. Self-organization is nothing but from the day one itself we are talking about the Scrum team is self-organized. Collaboration is nothing but throughout the journey, Scrum team and the stakeholders we are going to collaborate. Value-based prioritization is nothing but we are delivering the work based upon the priorities. Time boxing is nothing but everything we follow the time boxing starting from the sprint to deliverables. Iterative development is nothing but every sprint we are following the same concept. So what is the scenario? We are all following the from the day one itself we are following. That is the reason why they see the duplication. But you are good to, if any panel will ask you, you are good to explain them. First you explain them, then you tell that there are no principles in updated version. Now these are the artifacts: product backlog, sprint backlog, and the definition of done. Definition of done is a checklist only. Definition of done is only the checklist only. That is not the gateway of moving the story to done status. That is the reason why they said like, they just changed the definition of done to increment. Earlier it was the definition of done. Now they said like, it is not about the definition of done. Every end of the sprint we are focusing on the working software. Okay, every end of the sprint we are focusing on the working software. So what happened is, instead of the definition of done, they said the working software. Now earlier it was the development team, the coders are separate, QA are separate. Now they said like, when we are talking about the each and every end of the sprint working software, it is a mix of both coders and QA effort. That is the reason why there is no tester role separately here. They will tell QA also part of the developers only. These are the differences. These are the differences. Just for your FIA. Clear on this? Yeah,
Sir, one doubt.
please.
Sir, you said N+2 is responsible by product owner, right?
Correct.
Can you tell me some? Can you throw some insight on this?
Nothing, boss. If there are, let's say, on an average, your team is delivering 10 stories every sprint, which means that what? Another 20-22 stories should be on the high priorities list. On the top stories should be on the high priority. Are you clear? That's it. Now, if you see here on the backlog, here you have the filters. If you want to see only the parent epics, you can see them. All the assignees, you can see them. Status, this is the workflow, you can see them. Work types, if you want to see only the stories, you can select. Labels, what are the labels that we have created, that you can see them. We have created business also, that is not coming, it will come. Got you? These are the things that you can see at the board level, backlog level, and the filter option. Now, this is the current active sprint. These are all the future sprints. And one more thing, please understand. Any given point of the time, there is only one single active sprint any time. No second active sprint. As soon as we close this one, in the next day, we can kickstart the new sprint. Never ever there are two active sprints on any given point of the time. Only only single active sprint. Now, here you will get the backlog insights. What is the backlog insights? What are the sprint commitments? If you are having any of the past data, they will give you, let's say we are delivering 40 story points on an average. Let's assume currently we have picked up this many. We will get the update. Hey, you have done the over commitment. You see here, the recommended is 52 to 62, 64 story points, but you have committed only 18 story points. Work breakdown, every issue is into the story only in the current sprint. This is going to give you the overview. Got you? We learned end to end of the summary timeline. Under the backlog, we understood what is the product backlog, what is the sprint backlog, how to create the future sprints, why this naming convention are the unique queue, what are there on the filters, and what are the overview that you will get. That's it. Got you? With that, we are done with successfully with the 5 classes. Got you? Tomorrow we have the class at 6 o'clock. Today again we are having the clarification session at, just 1 second. Let me double check my calendar. Are there any conflict that I'm having today? Today 9 to 9:30. Touch base connect. Okay. Today we can have the clarification session at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock we'll do the clarification session. 8 p.m. Okay. So any clarifications from the day 1 to day 5, you are good to come and join there. Whoever are liking the classes would like to continue from tomorrow, you are good to. My coordinator will paste the UPI payment details. You are good to make the payment and share the screenshot. Share the screenshot in the same group for our records. Don't paste it in the individual. Okay. So once you are done with the, she's going to paste you the link. Okay, she's going to paste you the link. Once you are done with the payment, I can see that couple of students already did the payments. I can see that Kumara, you are done already the payment. You are good to join. I don't want any of the confirmations. I can see that already couple of people are done with the payment. Kumara, you are done. The other one is Venkat, you are already done the payment. Ramanovar, you are already done the payment. These three people, I don't want any of the confirmations. You are good to join right away to the group. By 10 p.m. is the deadline to enroll for this course. Okay, already three people are done the payment from here, the group. You are good to join right away. I don't want any of the confirmations.
Entire amount to be paid or?
No, there are three installments, boss. 15,000, day 5. 15,000, we will raise the invoice at the day 10, but till day 11, you will have the flexibility. And the day 15, we are having the 5,000 rupees. Yeah. So we are going to share you the links. Sorry, payment details. You are see, we are going to share you the scanner. If you are going to scan from the same gallery, it will allow only 2,000 rupees. From the other phone, if you can scan it, it will allow the 15,000. Yeah. So my coordinator will share you in some time. Yeah. So meanwhile, any questions till now? I am having 5 minutes.
Installments. Can you tell me the installments?
There are 3 installments, boss. Day 5 today, day 10, and day 15. 3 installments we are having. 15, 15, 5. Yeah.
How about credit card payment, Indra?
Yeah, you are good to boss, but 2% extra. Credit
No
card and the
worries. No
yeah,
worries. But
we
how
can
do I
do
do
boss.
that?
Credit card, you need to ping me one-on-one, boss. We'll connect you.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Day 5 updated. Yeah.
For
Any
credit
questions?
card, we will ping you, right?
Yes, boss. She will message you, boss. No need to worry.
Sir, you are about to show some data,
What is the data, boss?
something regarding the survey.
Uh, okay, understood, boss. So yesterday we were in the discussion. Let me paste you here in this. Yesterday we are in the discussion of my digital coordinate, my digital person. 96156. 1 second. 95156155083. Just 1 second. Yeah. So yesterday what happens? We are in the sync. We are connected. My digital person, whoever support, right? We are connected. He has list down the data. He has just list down the data. Which companies they crack the opportunities, which background they are coming from, and which companies. So we see that 90% of the peoples are coming from the non-IT background. If you see here this one page, most of the peoples are coming from the pharma background, or they come from the sales background and the different experience. So we realized that we lagged in terms of the promotions. You see here, they cracked the top-notch companies, Deloitte, all the Pune locations. That how much packages they have got. We were tracking yesterday. You see here non-IT background from Madhusri. She cracked from the Broadridge. They are all the top companies. You see here, Sujay from the Broadridge. So Capgemini, they cracked for the top-notch companies. But we failed in doing the marketing. Though we are doing the service, which nobody is doing from the market, but we failed in doing the marketing. You see here, Shalin Srivastava from the sales background. He cracked for the Scrum Master. I asked him to prepare one templates for the marketing. Yesterday we were on the discussion. Somebody cracked the 28 lakhs of the package coming from the sales background. Bharat Kota. Got you. He also coming from the pharma background. You see here. He cracked the opportunity for the Takeda. We are just going through the document. Okay. So this is what the scenario we are talking about is. Got you? We are doing the best, but the only thing is we are not promoting aggressively. That is what we decided to go for the little aggressive. Yeah. All right. I'm having only 1 minute, boss. Meanwhile, I'll update this data. Any questions you are good to ask me?
Yes, Indra. This is Sunil, and this is my first day joining this course.
Oh, first day.
However, yes.
Okay.
However, I spoke to Harita yesterday, and she has given me access to all the previous 4 classes.
Okay.
Okay. However, I'm going through them. So probably,
Okay.
if I got any particular queries or questions or clarifications,
Mm-hmm.
I can reach out to you, right, at any point in
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Because
It is
today I'm
not
going to
about
make the payment
it is
only.
not about any point of the time, boss. You
Mm.
need to ping me.
Yeah. I understand
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
I can ping
You
you.
need to ping me.
You can schedule a call.
And we are having 8:30. We are 8 o'clock. We are having the clarification session.
Yeah.
Bring in whatever the challenges that you are having.
Sure. I'll be going through the recordings and I'll make a note of all the points which I need to be clarified, and I'll sort it out and get back to you on that.
No worries. Yeah, no worries.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no worries.
Just sorry, Indra.
Yeah,
The classes are from Monday to Saturday, right?
yeah. Monday to Saturday. There is no class on Sunday. Yeah, yeah. The link will be shared by 10 p.m. If you are sharing the please, once you are done with the payment, just join the group. Any of the previous batch students are there, you are good to join directly to the group. I don't want any of the clarification. As part of the commitment we are delivering, anytime you are good to come and join. Got you? We don't have any restrictions. All right. So once you are done, she will share the link on the group. Okay, she will share the link on the group, and you are good to complete the payment, paste there and join the group. And by 10 p.m. you will get the link. Tomorrow class remains same at the 6 o'clock only. Tomorrow we are going to form the small groups. Okay, from the tomorrow I'm going to ping you what are the things are there. Okay, I'll ping you, boss, because other batch timing is done. I will ping anyhow. We will discuss on the 8 o'clock. No need to worry. Yeah, yeah. All
Hello,
right.
Indra. This is
Don't
from
mind.
Monday to Friday or Monday to Friday or
Monday
weekdays?
to
Recording
Saturday.
stopped.
Monday to Saturday, boss. Yeah. All right. The time is up for the other batch, so I'm not getting the buffer time here. I'll pick up any of the any if anybody need one-on-one, you can ping me on the group. I'll connect you after 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Thank you, Indra.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dev. Bye.
Thank you.